some milky.
It's called chicken. That's chicken broth right there.
Eli's having a little bit of issues. The Holley Dominator system. He's got an old version of a file tune, I believe, and his Holley Dominator is it's a newer version. It's a 2.0 version. And his tune that he needs to load is like a 1.43 version. So we think that's what the problem is.
So I think we found the fuel pump issue. Must have just threw it in line here and ran it back to the battery. Hopefully I didn't short out the circuit in the ECU by wiring the fuel pump wire to the batteries.
I think that wire would have went first.
For some reason, my fuel pump wire from the ECU isn't coming on. I don't know if it's something in the ECU or if it's something in the wiring. 2, 3, 4, as it asked me to do. Shit, boy!
No file still? Scare me like that, man.
God. I'll show up at this. I just spent 45 minutes of my life in order to borrow this cord right here. Do you see that? These are $60 new from Holley. Holley, the price of these can cords is just too damn high. You need to do something about that. But now, hopefully, my laptop's not dead from the cold. It's still hanging in there.
Dude, that's fucking low.
You gotta plug that in.
It's gonna have to reach the car.
Well, then we need an extension cord. We got
Okay.
Alright, I'm plugged in. Hopefully we don't lose a connection. Software update required. Oh, we gotta download it online.
The hotspot. You're gonna need to if you gotta download the software. You ain't got no internet in the house, do you? No comment. No comment.
You're currently running 1.0 build 121. You must upgrade your software. Go to the bruh. It may take up to 15 minutes to complete. Don't interrupt the firmware update before it's complete. Shit. Nice. Oh, it's going, bro.
That kind of scared me when it just said failed right away.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here?
I had the ground wire for the ECU, one of the ground wires for the ECU, wired to a distribution block up under the dash, and that distribution block goes directly from the block to the battery. And in the instructions they say you shouldn't have it wired to anything, a dirty ground, or meaning you shouldn't have it wired with anything in line between the battery. I didn't think it would be a problem, and I don't know that it is a problem, but I'm temporarily wiring it up to the battery to rule it out. And I guess for diagnosing our little running problem, I am gonna hope that we can rule this out. So
Currently we have a testing light on here because he thinks his one of his injectors are stuck because it was just dumping fuel straight into the motor. Well, I guess we'll see if this ground fixes any issues that he had before. What do you think?
I don't know shit about this stuff.
I'm gonna, if you guys wanna watch the light, I'm trying to go over.
Currently we're watching the light to see if it either stays on or it pulses. Pulsing.
On to the next.
So what I was concerned about before, the one thing I did notice on the handheld display in there, The map sensor KPAs was reading 300. That translates to 30 psi in the intake for pressure, and that's concerning. I didn't know if once you cycled the key and the engine's running, it would reset to 0. But now that I moved that ground wire, it's at 0 by default. So that's pretty substantial change. And if you consider 30 psi in the manifold, the amount of fuel that the computer's going to deliver at that point, you know, it's going to be different than 0. So that was obviously whatever to me. Watch this. This is a problem cylinder if the injector drivers. It's a typical problem cylinder for burned out injector drivers on the Terminator.
Are you going to test the other ones though, or are those the main problem?
We should test them all.
What was it at before? 30?
300.
300? That's 30? That's 30 psi?
That means the map sensor, manifold air pressure, it was maxed out, like meaning it was at full boost. So it was probably giving me the amount of fuel it needed at full.
Yeah, well, okay. So maybe
Now
it's just dumping fuel into the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Okay,
that could have been the problem with that ground.
Right. Hopefully we're getting somewhere here then.
Did it.
Might as well try it.
Yep. The pulsing. Go. Go. Yep. Go. Yep.
Alright. Off to get oil?
Yeah.
Bag secured.
Got some oil, got some coolant, got an oil filter.
Yikes.
Oh yeah. Here comes the fuel and water.
Boy.
Just smells like straight gas.
Filling it with some new oil now. Hopefully this time's the charm.
That's what it should look like. Maybe not used.
It was hardly used, it would still look like this. Oh, that's why the fucking map sensor is reading 0. It's holding plugged in.
What? Wait. Bruh.
Yep, 300.
300? What the?
Don't put a smile on me like that.
That's the love of my life. She's beautiful.
What do you think the issue is?
It's the map sensor, and if you look there, I can see a wire is not fully into the pigtail of this sensor. I put the wires backwards and almost pretty much roached my several $1,000 fillet forge motor by filling the crankcase with fuel twice now. Hopefully it's not hurt because we're going to try to start it up again.
Oh, he's open the garage. It's getting serious. That sounds fucking rowdy.
Dude, it does. It does.
Need water?
No.
He's climbing. Temperature's getting hotter still. I don't know why.
Alright, so right now Eli dropped the back end just so that Hopefully it will get a lot of the air pockets out that's possibly in the...
We might have air pockets. This is the best way to get them out. With the back of the car down, front of the car up. Because the highest point of the radiator is in the front of the car. And that's what you want the air to come out of.
Alright, bro. A little outro time.
Yeah, so basically, after further consideration, I've come to the conclusion that's a wrap, baby.